Hey, greetings everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, good night. Whatever part of your life you're on right now, welcome. Thanks for joining for another episode of Lore of Warcraft. On our last episode, we talked about the Zandalari tribe, but from a World of Warcraft Classic / Dungeons and Dragons perspective, it was the last of the factions and the last of the books of the source material that has been spanning this show for months now. And it because of that, because of the time and the setting that it takes place, it's a little different than the Zandalari of retail or even BFA. So check that episode out if you want to kind of see some of the, I would say, the lore of that tribe while it's still kind of in its infancy. We've also been playing through World of Warcraft Classic, and we recently had a snag where we had to take our priest down here and we had to play a few levels with her so she could finish his own because she's going to be tag teaming Duskwood with Eretor. Well, we did Varrock last time, our Orc Warrior, as he makes his way through the Barrens. He's almost done, about one episode away from finishing that big zone. But now Nessingmary, we took him to the Hillsbrad Foothills last time, but Shalasir is also scheduled in like weird convoluted way of playing to also tag team that with him. So the problem is that she's the only one covering Ashenvale, and we can't get there. She can't start tag teaming until she finishes it. So stay a while and listen as we embark on the first of what will probably be a decent amount of powers, or not powers. I just said that because my talent's been reset. of episodes where we go through Ashenvale with her. So this will be, because she's only just kind of recently started this zone. She has maybe 2 to 3 episodes into it, and it's a solid sized zone. I do think this half of it is a little bit more horde related. She's eventually going to make her way over there, but she'll have some to do. Also, yes, her talents have been reset. I forgot everyone's has been reset, so let's go ahead and do. I'm kind of trying to make her like feral, so we're gonna go into classic and we're gonna just see how this goes. So I'm not doing the feral hybrid thing. I'm just straight up going.
Introducing soft baked oat bars with 9 grams of whole grain and fun designs.
All right, so we got some.
Try
I'm gonna try to refresh that because obviously an ad was somehow snuck into the thing. Yeah, I don't want to be a feral hybrid tank, so I'm gonna go straight this. Now, let's kind of look at some of our options. I might change my mind here because what we did is I actually had started doing in this Nature's Grasp, because it will open up to natural weapons. Maybe let's actually look at the leveling guide and kind of see. This druid leveling guide, feral druid leveling guide. Let's just kind of check it out. So obviously it doesn't. We'll go ahead and. Okay, so from levels 10 to 14, they're like, hey, take your 5 points of ferocity. So we'll start there. So it wants us to take and we actually did that already too, because I like that. That reduces the energy cost of my kitty cat moves. Makes sense. That tracks. And then for 5 more points, give feral aggression. I actually think that's what I did too. It make the damage caused by my bite and the demoralizing roar step down, but maybe I didn't do that. Either way, it's a solid one. Okay, so then what's it suggest us to do next? And this is about where we are. Now it says give a couple points into feline swiftness. Not sure if it will make my movement speed in cat form and my dodge chance. Yeah, that dodge chance is worth it. That's a solid defensive buff. And give a point, then dump 5 points into Furor. That's a solid one. I did have that. So there's some change. This is the only on the resto, but it lets us gain energy when you shift into that cat form. So that's what we're going to be working on now. And I actually had that one filled out. What I didn't, actually, I don't think I had this. I think I had this maxed out. And then I also was working on building this up, that combo, which we will eventually go back to, but it's not as fun now. But this is huge, though, gaining the energy when you shift in. So we've done a little bit of change. So we lost our energy gain, we lost our Nature's Grasp, and instead we've gained Yeah, I lost it off the hot bar. I don't even have it. Instead, we gain the ability to jump into some energy. I mean, to do a little bit more damage and to increase our movement speed. So that's cool. All right, and let's get on to the questing. So she will save Black Fathom Deeps for the end, and we have some things up here. So we have Journey to Stone Talon. I'm not really worried about that because that's just a breadcrumb. On Guard and Journey to. We actually turned those in. I believe we turned those in. Maybe not. Somebody finished a zone recently, and we're like, and I. Who was it? Maybe we turned this in. Maybe we didn't. Anyway, she will, and she needs these Pridewing Venom Sacks, so she can go ahead and get that soon. That's actually not a bad idea to do. Just bust that out right now. Bathrone's Hair. Those are also not bad. So, okay. I think we're going to go up here and get these. I think that's a good way to start. And then we'll see where we go, because we do have this Tower of Athalex quest line that we can try to finish. And then if we have time on this episode, then the second half will go down into Stone Talon, and we'll kill the Pridewings while dropping off those couple breadcrumbs and getting this flight path, but we're not going to actually, like, do anything with that. Meanwhile, let's buff myself up, because I love buffing. Alright, and now I move a little bit faster when I'm in cat form, just a pinch, and my dodge is up. So that's cool. It helps considering we won't have a mount for a while yet. Yeah, I pretty much finished off Stone Talon or Stone Talon, as the chat GPT bot, the onboard, puts it. So I had actually a nice moment last night. So I'll give you this anecdote. It's WoW related. So I was playing with Mrs. GleeCon, and we are doing the similar thing, but we're doing it the way that I'm going to do it whenever we play Burning Crusade. So we're going through. We have one. We each have one Alliance character and one Horde character. We're playing on a different server, so none of this progress kind of shares over to the account. And we're working our way through every single quest, but on a single character. And we're working our way zone by zone. We're probably in this ballpark. Our characters are a little higher, like 26, 27 on the Alliance and 29 on Horde. And for instance, on our Horde characters, we just finished clearing Stone Talon, but we've already cleared all of the Barrens. So there's just a little bit of we do a little bit more on some, but it's going right about at the same clip, because we probably only play a couple times a week between the work schedule. But when we probably play for, at least 2 hours. But like last night was a Saturday night, so we probably played for 3. So, a few weeks back, it was suggested to me that we try out the, it's called VoiceOver, I believe is the name of the mod. And it's the one that you'll see on this episode and that you can see on the past few, where it reads the quest text for you. And sometimes it reads other text, but really it's just the quest text. It'll read the starting and ending quest text for most things. But it is clearly, and I read about it, so this is not just like me being a genius or whatever. I read about the description of the mod. It's based on like chat GPT technology. Hey, we need a glowing soul gem. Where the heck do we find that? We got to read this out. I'll get back to this story in a minute. Okay. The cult, one of their number possesses a soul gem. Okay, that doesn't really give me a lot of info. So one of their number, is he someone that pats along the road? I guess let's read that part. Tower of Athalex. Let's research this. Tower of Athalex Classic, not Tower Hill Insurance. So I don't know what step we're on. You're in the right house. What? Okay. From the Maestro's post, walk north into a house. A girl in a green dress. She has nothing to do. Continue northeast. A mass of Darkstrand fiends. So this is something we have to kill. Oh, I see. It's actually over there. There's just a random mob spot over here. Gotcha. I should probably learn how to use my mini-map a little bit better. Alright, so anyway, it's based on chat technology, and you know, it's cool. It does it tries to take the good prowl. It takes some of the heavy lifting off of my plate when it comes to doing the reading. It does the voices, obviously. It's computer modulated, so it does things that I physically just can't do. And, you know, I at times... What the heck? Where's this Briarthorn? I get, you know, as self-conscious as anybody would sometimes, where I'm like, you know, I'm not a pro at every single voice. My repertoire is only so big. I'm not a professional voice actor, so... But I do have fun, you know, with it, and obviously I some of the voice acting is just part of what this channel is all about. I do, I read a lot of the books on, basically books on tape for a lot of this stuff. So I figure also anyone that has stuck around and watched like a million episodes probably can't hate all the voices that I do. And some of mine are okay. So anyway, I was like, you know what though, I'm game. I'm willing to give anything a try, and it doesn't really super bother me. I think it's fine. You know, it allows me to sit back and listen a little bit. Here we're gonna kill some of these people here. Let's go into prowl again. Now, I don't know how good I'm gonna be about killing warlocks, and we'll jump back into my story after. So must be behind the target. Well, that's good that her thing is weak, basically. That thing's weak too, so that is the benefit, is that this guy's weak. Now, will the Voidwalker be a little bit tougher? Probably. Oh, I turned into a bear. I'm like, why am I not being able to prowl? Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and... I think they're weak enough. I don't mind going after the adepts first. Okay. I think I'll hit with that. Right off the bat. Okay. Go ahead and hit this guy too.
I can't do that yet.
Okay, so now this was a little bit tougher, as you can see. They are really... that really hurt me a lot more. Okay. So we have... I'm not good enough at herbalism to get Kingsblood yet. So... But these guys have a chance. So it did seem when I was reading online that the drop rate's pretty bad. So we're gonna just have to see. Oh. Not the best. So I'm gonna just let this kind of go as I attack him. Okay, and then now we're gonna hit Voidwalker up. I'm trying to find like a way to make this a little bit less painful than last time, but I mean I could go for the Voidwalker first, but I really think, because at least the Voidwalker, their damage is low. Try this below. Better. Stop shop. Alright, so far this is good. These guys aren't that bad. She is just woefully under leveled compared to everybody else.
Ability isn't ready yet.
Go ahead.
Not enough
Bring him
energy.
back out. Enough energy. Come on, bro. Excavator.
Closer.
Dodging me. Like a joik. Alright, so... It's fine. Kind of want to get this.
I don't have
Yeah, see, when you can hit the successful back stab, that's a good, that was a good, a good damage burst. Although still, it's pretty, the damage is pretty solid. And I feel like it's better for me to hit with a prowl than it is for me to, like, do the moon shadow, or moon flare, whatever it's called. You get me. You get what I'm saying.
enough energy.
Ugh, I need that energy regen for sure. Okay. Yeah, we're just going for one glowing soul gem. Yeah, when I can find one of those on their own, we're getting pretty good. Now, in this particular case, it's almost worth it. But... Yeah. That was bad luck. I got hit with it. That one is just bad luck because my backstab or whatever didn't go through. That's alright, since we're not using our energy, our mana, ooh, well, let's put our thorns back on, for anything other than healing and switching. Not too shabby. I don't know if I can get Bruiseweed. Enforcer?
I can't do that yet. That ability.
Just like walk right in my face. I guess the fact that he's wielding a torch, like, probably didn't make the sneaking very easily accomplished. Okay, we got some wool cloth and wait for the fire to burn off because if it's like at retail, dots will make you break stealth. So there's no point in slipping into Shadow Meld. I don't think I can loot Bruiseweed. I don't know why her herbalism is so bad. But whatever, what did I get when I picked that Briarthorn? 123. Maybe you need 125, so I just gotta get a couple more herbs. Now she can get Bruiseweed, so that's good. Should be one of the two that we need.
Ready yet.
So I was a little bit worried about this quest because I don't know why. The Tower of Athalex quest, I think, eventually is like an elite, and I just was a little bit worried, but nothing to worry about. I mean, yeah, sure, the drop rate might be terrible, but at least it's easy. At least these guys are pretty easy. And it's good because she's, oh no. She's just so far behind everybody else in terms of level. I do worry. Okay, so let's go ahead and entangle roots this guy, girl, so that we can heal up. Now we can come back in for the fight. Not too shabby. I mean, that's a pretty, druids are pretty cool. They're pretty cool class. So did she have it? No. Did he have it? No. These guys are just not rocking it very well. I want that King's Blood, and I'm tired of having to wait for it. We have an adept. I'm a little bit worried about my life, do you know? Because if that's his buddy, it says it's yeah, it is his buddy. Her color's not so hot. Well, I didn't have thorns on. So go ahead and start the beat down on him.
Ability isn't ready.
Thanks. Just close. Okay. I'm glad, but yeah, she's so far behind. Like Eretor is level 26, almost 27, and she's only 22, so she does need the help. That's more King's Blood. I can't loot the King's Blood yet, so that's unfortunate. She probably just needs one more.
Not
See, that one I didn't even. Maybe I should be be busting it after one dot because they're so weak. And then saving up my energy to switch over to their Voidwalker. Maybe that's a little bit better. But it's taking me down pretty low on life every time I could not fight two of these guys for sure. Alright, let's try it again. So let's just try boom, one instant there, and then an instant laceration. And then switch over to him. Just see what happens.
I can't do that yet.
See how this rotation goes. Like, I don't know. Yeah, he won't run because he's a Voidwalker. About the same. Yeah, it's kind of like I'm slow simming myself right now, and about the same. What else are you gonna do with these? When you have such a horrible drop rate. Let me get my energy back up to full. Solid. Cultist.
I'm out of.
I mean, it's good, I guess, that they're so low level because. Uh-oh, I don't. Did I just get it?
Target.
I just got Medicine Staff of Spirit. That's cool. I don't even remember what's in Tyrannus' journal. This is a 12.6 DPS. Oh, now 2. I'm gonna. Yeah, that's actually better. What's it look like? So it's my it's a better. So I do lose the stamina and intellect. So but I gain 6 spirit overall, which will help with my like mana regeneration and life regeneration a little bit. So that's cool. And my overall DPS. It's gonna help with that. So that's yeah. When I see that's this level up starting so low in energy, that's.
It is too far away.
Okay, see now she's low enough there. When you get them like that, that's a worthwhile thing. See, she'll start running. Although I am low, and my life is a little bit lower now. Oh, you get an XP from killing the Voidwalker too, so that's good. Yeah, unfortunately, the killing, I mean, the drop rate is just so bad. But I mean, look, she's already, just since I last looked, we're gaining that XP. These guys are way easier, these excavators. There where it's at. Yeah, but the dot got me. Luckily, it was enough to still hit him behind, but. Nope. All right. We're just not having a lot of good luck. So, I mean, really, yeah, we've spent a good 15 minutes killing these guys so far. So, if you're wondering, the worst part about this quest is the drop rate. That guy we killed, we didn't even really have any life taken out of us. So, anyways, the point of my story before was the part that made it a nice moment. So I've been trying this chat GPT, and like I said, for me it's about a wash because I don't mind reading it, but it is, sure, like sometimes the text can be long or whatever. and maybe for the listener, I don't, you know, I'm not sure. I can't speak for you guys, so it's kind of a wash on when it comes to the actual reading versus listening and so on and so forth. And then, while I think the skill of the robot to read some of these fantasy names and do some of these fantasy voices is at times it's bad. Also, that in itself can be kind of entertaining because, you know, it's like when it's so bad it's good kind of thing. Like when it's repeatedly mispronouncing stuff that to a human would be obvious, like that is not at all how that word is supposed to be pronounced. It gives us something to talk about on the show, and really, when you make the content, that's all you really want. You really want to talk about this stuff, and you want things that are worth talking about. So, when this entire time since I've done it for the show, that means also off camera, my wife has been exposed to this mod. So, because what I do is when her and I play, I give her the experience. Now, she is not a huge gamer, as I've said on the show. She doesn't care. She would never play this game if it wasn't because it's something that I want, you know, that I like to do, and it's a way that we can share hobbies. It's one of the things, you know, it's something that we can do together, and, you know, you look for that stuff when you are been married for a long time. That's how you know, if you can't play with your spouse, then it makes it a lot harder to go the distance. And I stand by that. So while we play, like, since I'm doing the Lore Master stuff, the whole reason, like, we've played together for years, off and on, and we have many characters that we've maxed out together, and, you know, she might not be comfortable. She doesn't like she would never run a mythic or anything like that. There's no appeal to that for her. She's like a high stakes environment where the game is harder than normal, and you have to learn a lot of mechanics, and people will be upset if you suck. Like, everything about that just makes her is nothing appealing to her. She just likes to kill enemies, get more powerful, and just hang out. You know, that's all she wants to do. So while we're playing, I felt like, you know, she's seen us do all these quests as we played through pretty much every expansion over the years. So when I said, hey, let's do this thing like I'm doing on my show, she'd seen me making the show for, I don't know, a year or something, and I'm like, you know, it might be cool for you to get some context for some of this stuff. And actually learn the lore, so you know, why are we killing that dragon? Why do we go to that thing? Why do the orcs and the humans hate each other? Just all that stuff.
I need to get.
So she was like, yeah, you know, that sounds cool. I'm into that. And so I give her the experience. As we play, we sit in the same room. We have gaming PCs that are basically side by side. And when we get the quests, I read it out loud. I plot a path, just like I do for this show, although it's a different path.
It is so far away.
And we play. And so when I put the voice chat, or whatever it's called, oh my gosh, that was, I don't know what happened on that one. I got too cute, so I gotta focus down the caster. I got too cute with that. It ended up costing me a potion. So yeah, so when I switched over to this, she's like, you know, I told her about it, and then she asked me, of course, she's like, what's this? And I was like, oh yeah, you know, we're doing this mod instead. And so I just turned the volume up a little bit, and she'll listen to the quests just like us and the same kind of thing. We talk about it and we laugh a little bit when they mispronounce stuff, and you know, it's so last night she said to me unsolicited, she's like, you know, after we had like, you know, whatever, a little laugh at a stone talon or some other silly mispronunciation, she's like, you know, when you told me about this, she goes, if you would have asked my opinion before we did it, I'd have been like, yeah, that's cool, let's try that out. And she goes, and it sounds good, like, on paper. That's what my thorns was off too. She's like, it sounds good on paper, and I would have been open to it even had you talked to me about it. Like, it sounds fine. Like, yeah, let's have a robot read the quests or whatever. And she's like, and I never would have thought this, and I haven't really thought about it outside because I don't think about this game. But she's like, I'm realizing as we play that something felt different. And she goes, and I just put my finger on it tonight that I actually miss you reading the stuff. So, I thought that was a sweet moment, one, because, you know, oh, look at my wife. She's being nice to me. And I didn't even pay her. But I guess, that's a possible sentiment that maybe others are feeling, that would feel too. So anybody feels that, you know, and I told her, I was like, well, I mean, maybe other people feel the same. I said, I don't really, you know, there's not. Please. If I could just, there we go. If I could just. Yeah. Try to live. I said I would put it to the old, I would put it to you guys, the fans out there, the listeners, and I mean, like I said, for me, it's a 50-50 split. I don't mind. The joking that comes along with listening to the content is good, but I also don't mind reading it. And if you feel the same as my wife, I guess let me know, and we'll make a change. But if it's a wash for you too, then who cares? We'll just kind of see. But it was a nice moment nonetheless, because you know, honestly, the general, when I'm playing with the game, my wife just wants to go out and like kill people. She wants to kill NPCs. She doesn't want the stress of killing NPCs. I read it, and I don't know whether or not I think she cares. Those pretty good. First moment where I'm like, oh, she actually kind of, you know, the lore side of it and the reading of the quest side, she actually is into it. So that's cool. So I guess we'll stay married another few years. Our whole freaking episode is going to be killing these guys, so this is brutal. This soul gem here is a brutal. Alright, so what do we get? I'm gonna look at the actual numbers on. Let's pop the hood on this. You have a 60% chance to gain 40 energy. So it's the energy doesn't change, it's the chance to gain said energy that changes. Got it. So when I switch into cat form, which I'm not even switching in and out of it like very heavily, but I'm going to switch into it. Yeah, so they hit you with that soul, whatever, the shadow bolt.
I don't have enough energy.
There we go. Yeah, that gets me. This is a lot. This is like we've literally spent almost half an hour just killing these guys. I mean, whatever. She leveled up. She needs it. She's 23 now. So The other good thing about her questing around here, as opposed to when she goes to Hillsbrad, is we will be able to go learn her skills as needed. Stupid. Those torch people put that fire on you. Not that guy. He's got a... I like that. Whenever you can still kind of catch it before the AI has woken up. Yeah, for him, it's not even worth putting the dot on that little imp. I was gonna be able... I thought I might have been able to get that person before they summoned their Void Walker, and I was like, I'll charge in there right now, but no. Unfortunately, now they're going to be giving even less XP because I leveled up. Oh man. Yikes.
Not enough.
Oh my goodness gracious alive. That was close. Alright, so my Mark of the Wild. I'm going to just rebuff both of them. That scared me. I thought I was going to die for sure. Gem. This gem is butthole. The gem is butthole. Yeah, I wish I had some kind of kick, you know. But I don't. But I don't. It's all sucky. I guess it's kind of cool because I go faster in cat form, and then it sort of balances out with the fact that you go slower in stealth. So this class plays and feels a little faster than like a typical rogue, at least for now. Yeah, I'm actually liking it. Like I don't love the bleed aspect of the rotation as my only finisher, but maybe that'll change. I don't love that this is our life now. This is all we do is kill these excavators and kill these cultists. Dark Strand cultists. I'm guessing this is Twilight's Hammer. I mean, we just read about these guys, but they're from they're Tower of Alphalax people. Shatter that imp. So, I don't know. I mean... Yeah, I was gonna say we could go for the imp one-on-one, but I really... Bruh. Yeah, it's the Void Walker ones that are the toughest. Yeah, you just hit the imp like one time and they're dead. But it is, yeah, it's the Void Walker... Void Walker Warlocks that are definitely the most annoying. Okay, then we just hit them, right? Here. Okay, so I think by the time you kill them off, you're getting low on life. And this is it. We just rinse and repeat. And this is what playing World of Warcraft. When you do this, when you this can be brutal. When you have to have one thing drop and you have to grind for just for a regular old quest. You're grinding for so long. Like that's a little bit painful. I'm all for the, you know, the grind, but the people that are, there's a reason why some of the changes in retail happened, and I do think in some senses they've gone two ways. I like that they brought back the skill trees. I thought that over dumbed down skill trees that came out around the time of maybe Mists of Pandaria, and I like the new ones better. I think that's cool. You know what I really like is when it comes to that sort of thing, because you really want frequent. I don't care. Like I'll take incremental changes. If you could, I'd rather have frequent, meaningful changes, even if it meant that those changes had to be. They didn't feel as like monumental in the moment, but they would sort of add up. So I think one of the things that does it pretty well, although it is all passive, so it leaves some room to be kind of fleshed up, but the Paragon boards for Diablo 4 are super, really like it. The whole leveling up process, very cool. The skill tree is okay. It's solid. But I really like the way they do the Paragon boards. It's a very cool way. It's almost like a Final Fantasy VII-ish kind of node way of doing it. But it makes you have to plan out how you're going to spend your points, sometimes far in advance, and the difference between you get 4 points per level, so you are, and they give it to you like incrementally a quarter of the way through each. So it's not like you level up and then you get 4. Like a quarter of the way through each level, they give you a point. And a lot of it's passives. You're spending a lot of your points just on like giving yourself a plus 5 to strength, plus 5 to strength, plus 5 to strength, or whatever your stat is. And it's all passive, so sometimes it's just like, I'm gonna give my, some of the passives are big though, like an overall flat, solid increase of damage, like an extra 5% damage, 10% damage. So if you think about it, like, that adds up. Imagine if you just, and you can stack them. So it's pretty cool. And then they have different types of nodes, so I would like something like that. I do like in retail the skill trees. I like the skill trees here, and you just don't level up that many times. So, like, sure, if you're leveling up to 120 instead of 70, it's a whole different kit and caboodle. These freaking... I just can't believe how long they killed this guy. I would like to at least finish this quest with you, but I would also like to not be here all day. What does it say? This person said they've been grinding it for 4 hours. Yikes. So I guess if this is our life, this is our life, and we'll just do what we can. You might just get a few episodes of an hour of me talking. Is the drop rate really that bad? Let's check it out and see. Long time. Killed everything twice over. 2/3 of a level. Oh crap. I wasn't paying attention. I didn't realize I'd pull both. I mean, look how fast we move in cat form. That's cool. And I can't even... I wish I just had 1 more point in herbalism. Because that's probably what I would need. Alright, so... Yeah, it did say, like, I don't know where we were, but that person said that they gained 2/3 of an entire level. We're in that ballpark for sure. Because we're at about 20% of the way through. I shouldn't even hit it with the bleed. Yeah, maybe I do need to just hit 1 point on bleed. Boom, boom. Let's try that. Let's try that strategy out instead. Hit it with the backstab. Hit it with 1 point of bleed. That just fills up with that. I don't know if that's any better. I mean, it does allow me to lace into him a little bit faster, but wool cloth. They better not come to kill my things. If so, we should team up because bro, don't come out here and take my guys.
Can't do that yet.
Okay.
Not ready yet.
Carrying the crap out of me.
Ability isn't
And now I gotta
ready
kite him.
yet.
Yeah. And I'm on fire, so let me get it before that dot kills me. Stupid moist cornbread. Okay. Jeez Louise. That was not too bad. I think if you're smart with the druid, you can just
Not yet.
kite pretty well. You know, anybody that watches this show knows that I am not exactly a master of kiting. Oh my gosh. Oh, maybe I would get it. Oh my gosh. There's like a little axe.
Ready yet.
Cool. Alright, this time we'll really be able to see. Because I got, yeah, see, then boom. If you hit it like that, shoot. I mean, it might be a lucky crit or something, but that's solid. Oh, she's. She didn't die. That's annoying. Let's try it again.
Isn't ready yet.
Oh yeah, I keep forgetting with the imps it's not worth your time to... Oh, I'm getting a lot of cornbread though, so I probably could start like a little restaurant or something up. You know, feed the masses. Okay, we are 45 minutes into the grind here. And... a win. Or yes, there's an end in sight. I don't know. I killed her. Now fighting the Void Walker. I should have hit that last. Does make one clench up the old sphincter when it gets to be that close. Oh, it's because I don't have my thorns. I keep letting it. I need like a mod, and I'm sure these exist. I know they exist, but I need a mod that's like letting me know, like, hey, you are an idiot. Your buffs are about to wear off. I could use one of those. I need them. Yes! Oh my gosh, we got it! Ah! Okay, everyone, let's just thank the RNG gods for kicking in after a solid 45 minutes of killing. We need Bathrin's hair. Let's moving on to the next phase of our life. Holy freaking goodness, that was a pain in the butt. So Bathrin's hair, I don't know what this is. Maybe it's some kind of herb. Find out. Hollywood stars. Do they know things? What do they know? Let's find out. Okay, so I see some Forsaken Bandits. That dude is... Catherine's hair, what do you look like? I don't know that these herbalists... I'm an herbalist, so maybe it is an herb, but maybe I can... We're in Bathman's Haunt now, so that's cool. This is something that I could loot. I don't know. Let's just kill these guys. Maybe we can... Yeah, do you like that? Yeah. This Forsaken Seeker. I need to be hitting them. They're weak enough. I need to be hitting them after one. Okay. That stupid hunter is out here. What the heck did he just hit me with? Contagion of Rot. So it's a disease. I don't know. I gotta see if I... seems lame. I have Cure Poison. Slows down everything and a chance to spread it to my allies. Close. I don't believe I have any kind of cure disease either. If poison, that's a disease. So where is this? Says that like you picked them. Oh, I hit my chance for it. Got my energy filled up. Or not filled up, but like 60% or whatever. Daves came up a little bit. So I guess you don't get that Daves points. I don't know. I don't know where these things are, what they even look like. I wonder if this guy is coming taking them all. I only need 5. There's one. Plant bundle. Okay, I see.
Isn't ready yet.
So this herbalist is a little bit beefier. He's a melee type, it looks like. Oh, is he gonna run? They all freaking run in this game. Alright, so here is a tiny little plant bundle, and it looks like that's where you get the... that's where you get your air from. Okay, so we are looking for these tiny plant bundles. That is a thug. See, that looks almost like a plant bundle, but it's like a stake in the ground. That's an herbalist. So there's no point in like killing all these guys unless you see them. There's a plant bundle. Take it. Okay, so not too bad. There's another one. Okay, so that hunter must have just come in here, and I've recently taken everything down because now I'm seeing them everywhere. So this is, compared to what we just did, it's like you can spend 45 minutes on one quest and then you can spend 4 minutes on another quest. Same XP, I'm sure. Same freaking amount of XP. Like, let's find out. When we turn them both in, like, is one... The one that took 45 minutes, is that so much better than the others? Well, you know, whatever. It gave us a pretty solid chunk of a level just grinding those guys, so I can't complain. She needs it. She needs to catch up. I mean, she can sneak around and kill. So I wanted to come and hop in and make an episode early today because it's about to be the start of the regular football season. Anyone that's been with me for the past almost 2 years now knows some things about me, and one of them is that I am a fan of the old American football. Huge fan. It is my favorite sport to watch. It's probably my favorite non-gaming related hobby. I mean, there are some other things, but so for I've been the commissioner of. I'm in a few leagues, but I've been by leagues I mean fantasy football. I guess I just kind of jumped right into that. I'm the commissioner of this one league. It's the like my family and friends league. League of Record is what for those of you that don't play, when you kind of your main league, the one you care about the most, is called, it's often referred to as your league of records. So this is my league of records. This is what I got into it. And 10 years ago, I started this league. It's called the Keanu Reeves. Just an inside joke because me and my best friend growing up used to kind of razz each other about Keanu Reeves, and I was an ardent defender of him back in the 90s, and it's just kind of like a gag, and my family was in on it because this guy was like my brother, and I say was, he passed away about almost 15 years ago, but that was my hetero life mate, is what we used to call each other. We were friends from the time we were probably 11 years old or something like that. So, inside joke, we have this league, and it's been going strong. I've won it, I think 3 times, and today's the big draft. We do an in-person party every year. So I know I wanted to get this episode in because my day is going to get consumed with that shortly. It's still pretty early in the morning, but got a lot of prep work to do.
Peace be with you.
Have you gathered the Bathran's hair, Shamashir? Child's health grows weaker by the hour. This is the first time we've actually done anything quest talking related.
Ah, you have
Lord.
Now I will mix a cure for the child and pray my concoction works. And Forsaken are at Bathran's haunt. Very troubling to hear, that is. Very troubling indeed.
See, like that, his voice was good. Like that's better and closer than I could have done for this particular character. But you know, the cadence is just a little bit off.
Adventurer, I have created a cure that I believe will help the afflicted child. Take it to Astronar and give it to the child's parent, Pelturus Whitemoon. To reach Astronar, follow the road south, then east.
Okay, and we'll do that. It's a nice little quick breadcrumb to turn that in. All right, so that gave us 775 XP, and I didn't look to see if it gave me any gold. I forgot to check that, but we can actually look at that. That was Bathran's hair. Was that? We can at least look at the gold amount. It should tell us. Nothing. No gold for that. So it did give us 775 XP. No gold. Now let's see what this one gives
Well
us.
met.
Have you acquired that soul gem?
Some dark magic enchants this soul stone. Let's see what's trapped inside, shall we? Ilkrud Magthrul. Yes, I have knowledge of him. He is a powerful orc warlock that makes his residence at the Fire Scar Shrine, a place of great evil in southwestern Ashenvale. He had been little more than an annoyance until now, and I had not dealt with him, but it seems that his time has come.
Okay. So, he says, in addition to that, simple enough task to break this soul stone. In the throes of the Sundering, Ametharon was at the whim of the terror that gripped this land. There was little hope for survival. Athricus came to us. He told us that he could save us from harm. He cast a spell upon us to protect us from harm. When the shaking stopped, his true motives were revealed. We were trapped, and he was slowly... Oh, this is a different guy. This is like a ghost. And he was slowly draining our powers. There were hundreds imprisoned by his spell. Only a few remained in their prisons. He would speak to us sometimes. Worried that his power weakened, that soon we last of his precious soul gems would fade and die. Then we must put an end to Athricus Narissan. Tell me, spirit, where might we find the other soul gems to undo his magic? His lieutenant Ilkrud Magthrul possessed a tome which might indicate the location of the remaining soul gems. This is the other guy said, "The mixture's finished. Now we must save the child." Yeah, so they turn in the same thing. So that guy fades into the mist and so on and so forth. So now this guy, essentially what we're getting is there's a person here, Ilkrud, that we need to kill. He's a powerful warlock. And we need to kill him.
Go with honor, friend.
And it's the next step. He's somehow tied to... he's right there. And we're not going to do that on this episode because it's a little bit beyond where we're at. But it's somehow tied to... the Tower of Althalak. So we still haven't quite connected that, but we do know that we can break the soul stone that this guy's been making. So he's a warlock, and I guess these OP warlocks, I don't know why we can't. They can kind of keep themselves alive, it would seem. But for frame of reference, that one was worth about 900 more XP, but that's just really due to the fact that it was one level higher of a quest, so it was still considered, I think, a yellow quest, whereas the other one was green. So, all things being equal, it was worth about the same. But, I mean, whatever. 900 XP is 900 XP. And we're close to 10, 20, 30, 37. So that's good. We're making progress in terms of leveling her up. She'll be in good shape. I think she'll be probably level 25, 26 too by the time she joins Nessingwary over in Hillsbrad. And these quests are nice and level appropriate. Unlike Stone Town, where we're banging our head against a wall, this is a nice, smooth curve. The Dark Shore to Ashenvale at the end. We will do Black Fathom Deeps. Honestly, she's probably going to be the only character we do Black Fathom Deeps with. I'm not going to send the other ones over here. They don't have half the quests. It's just, lore-wise, it makes sense for her. And she didn't do the Westfall one, the Dead Mines. So this will be kind of her catch-up to that. Be cool. We're going to turn this one in, and then that's probably it for this episode, rather than getting started on another task. So it just took so long. We only did a couple quests, and then we get to go turn in and bring ourselves to the next step. But this is not bad. I feel like we're in good shape for her to continue. Maybe going on to here next time. Also, we do have these. This Pride Wings of Stone Talon. That's another one that we could consider looking at. I could give her some XP. I like it. This is the first guild I've been in between all my characters where people are actually on there talking. So that's cool. What is this guild called? The Alliance Secret Servants. That's it. ASS, old ASS. Can't complain about that. Alright, so we're gonna talk, and then I'm gonna try to hit up another episode tomorrow. Today, it's not my 2-for-1, but tomorrow's a good day because it's a holiday. That's my day where I'm gonna try to catch up the one I missed last week. I must apologize, for I have no time to speak. My child Relara is deathly ill.
This is from Orendil. His skill with herbs and healing is great. This cure gives me hope, when before I had little...
Yeah, and see, like right there, it's like, when before I had little... ... But he's... The chat GPT is like, before I had little... Alright, but we do get 25 silver.
I had hoped Orendil's cure would save Relara, but I fear it only slowed the disease running through my child. We must find more powerful medicine. Thankfully, Orendil spoke to me of further remedies to try should his first one fail. Elun's tear is a type of stone that rests in only one place, the Isle on Iris...
Pause that for a second. I don't know what he's doing. So he says, here you are, Relara. Take this. And that's another thing, like, he's going through the motions. We can't talk to him, but he's jumping into the dialogue. She drinks the cure that I brought her. Father, are you there? I'm hungry. Can I have some stew? What? You're awake? Your cure must have worked. Thank you, Shalasia. Alright, so, yeah, but then he's saying, I don't think she's cured. I think it's only slowed. We must find a more powerful medicine. Thankfully, Orendil spoke to me of further remedies to try should this first one fail.
I had hoped Orendil's cure would save Relara, but I fear it only slowed the disease running through my child. We must find more powerful medicine. Thankfully, Orendil spoke to me of further remedies to try should his first one fail. Elun's tear is a type of stone that rests in only one place, the Isle on Iris Lake, east of Astranar. Orendil said the stone will wash away corruption. Please, adventurer, bring me Elun's tear, and pray it will end my child's sickness.
Okay, so that just sets us up with another quest right around there, and that's good. So we've got some things. I actually think next time I kind of want to run through the Stone Talon ones and and just get those out of the way. The couple quests, the Pride Wing and dropping off those two, clear out the quest log a little bit, and then that will set us up to maybe also start running on these. Those two looks pretty promising. And yeah, like I said, this is really Horde zone, and we're not going into Felwood yet. We'll clear those areas in the map out, but maybe this won't be that long of a zone. Although if the quests treat us like that one just did, where it takes an hour to do 2 quests, then it will slow us down. But let's go get some rested XP. Hey guys, yeah, appreciate you. Glad that we did this together. Let's sell off.
How may I help?
What's her deal with cooking? Oh, she's maxed. I need to find that. Where is that? Actually, that cooking book. Expert cooking book classic. I always look this one up because I can't remember which book goes where. That is found here in Astronaut. Right there. So when I go there, I gotta buy that book. And unfortunately, that's gonna take a lot of my money. Alright, so let's go ahead and sell off some. Sell that. Let's... Ooh, you know what? That might have actually been better than what I have on. No, it's not good. Sell that cornbread. The juice... yeah, see, I could use the milk for the chowder. I'll keep that stuff right now. What about this? Yeah, I can't even make... I'm not even ready to make wool yet. I don't know why I'm so far behind on that, but I guess I'll... She doesn't really need bandages as a class, so she could sell some of that stuff. But I don't know. Get some silver here and there. That's the staff I had. There's the... I don't know what Tyrannus's journal is for. She's just got all these fish that she can make. All that clam chowder she can make. Yeah, I should just sell that. Who cares about clam chowder? I don't know why I need to keep it. So this is good because we're gonna be. We need some money. She's gonna level up soon, and also we need that stinking cookbook soon.
Goodbye.
Okay. All right, we got another episode of the Pipe 5x5. Yeah, that's right. Howl, howl, howl. I wonder if I can help him. Nope. All right. Instead, she will just leave us at this point. Thank you, everyone. I will see you all next time on the next episode of Lore of Warcraft. Peace.